Hi everyone, I'm Thomas and today we're going through amazing Belarus. In this video, we will immerse ourselves in a country full of natural landscapes, history and rich Slavic culture. From imposing medieval fortresses such as Mir and Nesvizh to the vibrant capital, Minsk, Belarus offers a mix of tradition and modernity. We will explore its vast forests, calm lakes and discover the warmth of its people. We will also get to know their typical gastronomy and their ancient customs that are still alive. Join me on this exciting journey to discover everything Belarus has to offer.
Hello everyone. I'm Andy, the Globetrotter, and I will be accompanying you and Thomas on this wonderful trip through Belarus. Are you ready? Come on!
Belarus. Located in Eastern Europe, Belarus borders Poland to the west, Lithuania to the northwest, Latvia to the north, Russia to the northeast and east, and Ukraine to the south. Belarus has no access to the sea, but due to its geographical position, it is an important trade and transport corridor between Europe and other countries. Russian and Belarusian are the two official languages of Belarus, although Russian is the most widely spoken. Over 70% of the population uses Russian as their main language, while Ukrainian is only commonly spoken by about 20%. Ukrainian, Polish, and Yiddish complete the linguistic mosaic of Belarus. The currency of Belarus is the Belarusian ruble, BYR. 1 Belarusian ruble equals 0.31 United States dollar. The predominant religion in Belarus is Russian Orthodoxy, followed by Catholicism, Protestantism, and Judaism. Belarus experiences cold winters and cool, humid summers. It is a transitional zone between continental and maritime climates. Due to its proximity to the Baltic Sea, 257 kilometers away, Belarus has a moderate continental climate. Winter lasts between 105 and 145 days, while summer can last up to 150 days. The average temperature in January is about -6 degrees Celsius, while in July, it is around 18 degrees Celsius, with high humidity. The annual average precipitation ranges from 550 to 700 millimeters, depending on the area, and can sometimes be excessive.
This was a great start about Belarus. Now let's go to the news. Come on!
Current situation in Belarus. The politics of Belarus take place within the framework of a presidential republic with a bicameral parliament. The president of Belarus is the head of state. The executive power is exercised by the government, headed by a prime minister appointed by the president. His tenure is controversial, while his supporters argue that he achieved growth under a market socialism that avoided the negative effects of the shock therapy implemented in Boris Yeltsin's Russia. His detractors lament that he is ruled authoritatively and accuse him of human rights violations, persecution of opponents, and of being the last dictator in Europe. Belarus's economy has maintained growth rates above 6% in the last 3 years, a population below the poverty line, and a strong economic dependence on Russia due to its long-standing membership in the Soviet Union and the productive specialization of centralized economies. The country also has a broad agricultural base and a high level of education. What to see and do in Belarus? Minsk, the cosmopolitan capital. Minsk, the capital of Belarus, is famous for its vibrant culture, rich history, and modern architecture. As visitors stroll along its wide avenues, they are captivated by the fusion of Soviet-era structures and contemporary buildings. Must-see attractions include the imposing KGB headquarters, Independence Square, and the historic island of Tears. To immerse oneself in art and history, the National Art Museum and the Museum of the Great Patriotic War offer extensive collections to explore. Brest Fortress, a symbol of heroism. Brest Fortress is a monument to Soviet resistance and heroism. Built in the 19th century, the site gained prominence during World War II when its defenders engaged in a legendary struggle against invading forces. Today, the fortress serves as a poignant reminder of that brave resistance and houses a museum dedicated to the event. Visitors can explore the massive walls, dark corridors, and preserved fortifications that resonate with stories of bravery and sacrifice. Typical food of Belarus. Draniki are considered a traditional dish in Belarusian cuisine, but also hold an important place among the national dishes of Russia. They are a type of pancake where the main ingredient is grated potato.
This was all about the current situation. Now let's get to curiosities. Come on!
Curiosities. 1. Mother tongue. Among the most remarkable curiosities of Belarus is its language situation. Two official languages coexist, Belarusian and Russian. However, in schools, Belarusian is taught only as a subject, with all content delivered in Russian. This extends to legal paperwork, and so on. 2. Origins. Despite being called White Russia, having Russian as one of its official languages, and being thought of as part of Russia at some point, that is not the case. It is said that only 8.3% of Belarusians come from Russian families. 3. Belarus has had only one president since its independence in 1990. Lukashenko was elected in 1994 and has since maintained a firm grip on power. He is considered the last dictator in Europe, with his opponents often imprisoned or disappearing. A second generation is growing up that has never seen a country without Lukashenko. 4. Belarus is home to the BELARUS'S forest, one of the largest and oldest sections of the primeval forest that once stretched across the European plain. This UNESCO World Heritage Site boasts an astonishing diversity of flora and fauna, including the iconic European bison, also known as the wisent. These magnificent creatures were once on the brink of extinction, but thanks to conservation efforts, the bison population has rebounded in Belarus and now serves as one of the symbols of Belarusian natural heritage. 5. Belarus has never won the FIFA World Cup, but its national stadium is legendary. The stadium has hosted numerous significant events throughout history, including football matches during the 1980 Moscow Olympics. With its recent modernization, Dinamo Stadium has become a state-of-the-art facility that pays homage to its historical past and aims to inspire future generations of athletes. 6. A country of inland beaches and blue lakes. Despite having no access to the sea, Belarus features a surprising number of inland beaches and blue lakes that offer a beach getaway far from the coast. With over 11,000 lakes dotting its picturesque landscape, Belarus provides ample opportunities for swimming, sunbathing, and water sports during the summer months. 7. Belarus has a strong legacy of producing world-class athletes, particularly in individual sports such as athletics, gymnastics, and weightlifting. The country has consistently punched above its weight in the Olympic arena, achieving a commendable number of medals relative to its size. 8. The rich folk music and dance traditions of Belarus are a vibrant part of its national identity. Belarusian folk music is characterized by the use of lyrical melodies and traditional instruments such as the duda, bagpipe, the cymbalum, and a Belarusian instrument similar to the lute, the lyra. Popular songs often reflect the country's history, legends, and the everyday lives of its people, and these melodies have been passed down through generations, remaining a cherished part of Belarusian culture.
This was all about the incredible curiosities. Now let's go through its history. Come on!
History. Belarus has a rich history that dates back to the Middle Ages. In the 9th century, it was part of the eastern Slavic state of Polotsk. In the 13th century, it was absorbed by the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, which later joined the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. From the 18th century onwards, Belarus was divided among the Russian Empire, Austria, and Prussia. After the Russian Revolution of 1917, Belarus became a Soviet republic in 1919. During World War II, it suffered devastating human and material losses. In 1991, following the dissolution of the Soviet Union, Belarus declared its independence.
This was all about his story. Now let's get to some questions for fun. Come on! Thanks for joining us on this journey. I hope you've enjoyed the blend of history and charm. If you liked it, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and, of course, subscribe for more adventures. See you at the next destination. Bye for now.